Hello and welcome back to Operations with Void. I'm your host Forgotten Void, and today we will be going over the Atlantic Wall Defense D-Day operation that is currently available. This is the second operation among the D-Day operations, and then the third one will be in 2 weeks or so from now. Now you notice there are 4 rentals. I'm not going to use one of the rentals. I'm going to use the mass because it's a tech tree, and actually, I think it would be better. Of the ships available, the mass is probably the best ship for this op. I have been using the Z33. I've been using the Z33 because it does not have smoke, and I like the challenge. But whereas the other 3 have smoke, you have crawling smoke, normal smoke with the Z34, and then short burst smoke to get away with the Z32. Z32 is well, okay. More about the ships on the link above for the other video. I'm going to be using the mass. We're going to be standard destroyer with adrenaline rush. So basically your standard 13-point captain is what we will be using. And actually, I am going to swap this from a torpedo boat to a gunboat. Because although torpedoes are nice, and when in other ops, yes, you kind of want to use your torpedoes, in this op you are going to be using your guns a lot more. So without any further ado, we'll go ahead and pop into battle. So for Atlantic Wall Defense, as you can see, we get into a match really quickly, and this is because it's only destroyers. It's only German destroyers. It doesn't really have to worry about what other ships people are queuing up with. Now, as you see, we have a few different ships. We have Z33, which is it's the reload booster. Z34 is the fast reload. Z38 is the crawling smoke, and we have a Gade, which is a good place to grind through Gade or mass. I have already ground through. I already have my Elbing. I have the tier 9 on the other line. But yes, we want to set mines up there. And the reason why we want to set mines up in those positions is because the ships are coming in towards us, but they're not coming in that fast. So if you lay your mines at the point where it says to, then the ships aren't going to come in, and they're not actually going to they're not going to be able to be, the mines aren't going to be useful per se. They'll just stop, and your mines will time out before the ships ever reach them, or the ships will be destroyed before they ever reach your mine. So that's why you kind of want to wait until you see where the ships spawn. Now they can spawn here, 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 or here. Any 2 of those 4 locations will spawn 2 destroyers. So we can drop it like there, and then there's going to be those 2 ships over there. And so we're going to drop our mines there, and then we're going to say yes in front of the enemy. So this person, whoever put it here, they didn't put it far enough. You can only launch mines out like 6 kilometers or so. So that's why you need to get close. And as you can see, you can destroy your own minefield by running over the mines. But they don't do any damage to you. And there we go. We got a mine hit. We're going to go ahead and activate our smoke. And then we're going to activate our hydro. So we're going to go ahead and start backing up. So those are 40 before the stored, and then we're going to start focusing on the Benson. The reason why we're dropping on the Stord is because we took out its engine, so it's not going anywhere. And now Dido has appeared. At this point, we cannot launch mines until Dido has been taken out. But at least we are 5 out of the 8 mines that we need. Okay, so we missed the Stord with our torpedoes. Unfortunate. What we are going to do is we're going to go up and steal the, well, maybe not. I said we were going to steal the Benson's smoke screen, but the Stord is out. There we go. We are now out of main battery range of the Dido, so now we can spot him on our Hydro, and so we're using our Hydro to spot him and kill him. We also have Hydro up, so we don't have to worry about surprise torpedoes. Okay, now we are going to go steal the smoke screen because a Jervis has appeared. I'm going to hold one set back. There we go. We got a torpedo hit. On here is now we have the buff of the Will of the Fallen, and there we go. We have taken care of that. The Will of the Fallen, you get plus 0.15 HP per second, plus 1 damage per, and then you take a little bit less damage from the enemy. Unfortunately, the Baltimore has radar. And it's a nice long duration 10-kilometer radar. So we're trying to heal back. Up. Alright, trying to be unspotted. Okay, and that's a Nelson. Okay, there we go. We got a mine hit on Baltimore. And by actually sitting behind our teammates, if you notice your teammates are low health, you might want to go up so that you can take the take off the heat from your teammates. And there we go. We're able to kill the Baltimore with a fire. Okay, the Icarus is almost dead. See if we can get the kill here. Okay, they got the kill. The Z-34. I mean, they are a gunboat as well. Ooh, there we go. There's a torpedo hit on that Benson. And you notice we went from 500, now we're pretty high up because now we have 0.3 HP per second. And the Furious went just outside of our torpedo range. Is the Z34 going to use his smoke? Nope. We just lost one Z34. I have a minute cooldown on my smoke. So we're trying to juke out the Huron a little bit. Unfortunately, because we are trying to minimize the damage we are taking, we are also minimizing the damage that we can do. We get it, we get it. There we go. Okay, so now to get the last 2 stars, we'd have to shoot down enemy aircraft and destroy the aircraft carrier. But the downside is that because of the ships that we're using, all German destroyers, they have pretty low AEA, and they all have 3.5 kilometer AEA. There we go. We're going to start with a Benson there. And so even where a player aircraft would be able to blind fire us, the NPC, the bot CVs cannot. So we're able to use our smoke to hide and maybe shoot down some planes as they fly over us. Now the Nelson does have the super heal, so we need to really focus it down or burst damage it down. Okay. So we have 3 minutes to wait for reinforcements. So we should stay alive for 3.5 minutes. Maybe we can kill the last remaining 3 ships. The good thing about having a smoke is that we can hide in smoke and recover our HP while we have 2 battleships bearing down on us. But the here, yeah, the Will of Falling, now it's 3 point, it's quite a bit. And one downside is that the bots, they will avoid the mines. So, because they are avoiding the mines, they're not actually doing that much damage. Okay. Avoid this, Nelson. Okay, that burned down. Ah! We're on fire again. And they knocked out the torp tube. Again! Okay. Because there's a Benson there, I don't want multiple ships shooting at me. I'm going to go closer towards the battleship. See if we can take out the battleship. Even though, yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna put mines in front of the battleship, and then we're going to go towards the carrier because that is the objective. The carrier does have a Benson escort. And the Queen Elizabeth is attacking me. Stop it. Stop it. There's one mine on the QE. Quit it. Quit it. Down dump carrier. There we go. Now we're undetected. For now. Okay, 12 seconds for 40 seconds into there. And the carrier has coming with more planes. Luckily, maybe, we can... There we go. Slide. Just dodge. You got planes shooting you? Just dodge, bro. Just dodge. Shells coming at you? Just dodge. And victory. Ah! Fuck you! Fuck it to you! Okay, so we weren't able to shoot down the enemy aircraft nor destroy the carrier. Yeah, so as you can see, as a solo player, it's difficult to get 5-star. If you get people to drop their mines, then it's easy to get a win because you only need to drop 8 mines. And the first thing, you have 6 players, you just drop them. Now you only need to drop 2 more mines. As you can see, once all the first wave of mines, one player can actually finish up clearing out all the mines as long as you stay alive. But the shoot down enemy aircraft, it can either be that or destroy 2 cruisers and 2 battleships. It's going to be one of those two. The wait for reinforcements, ensure the coastal just emulate destroyers, and destroy the aircraft carrier are always going to be the same. And so here we are, mass. As you can see, 222 target hits. If we had Luchins, we could have actually had a even faster reload, maybe done more damage, but I didn't. As you could hear, I obviously did not have Luchins on board. And from the show in the beginning. We have 6 destroyed, 10 aircraft shot down, 8 floodings, 4 torpedoes, 13 mines hits. We're at top of the team with 1,600 base XP versus everybody else who really didn't do much. So mass with the high DPM, it has the highest DPM of the tier 7 ships. I believe it does. Correct me if I'm wrong, do the math. But I believe it has the highest DPM since it has a 4-second reload base. It has the highest DPM of the tier 7 ships. It may be the highest DPM that you can get with a ship for this operation. It doesn't have, with guns at least. Torpedoes, it doesn't have the highest DPM. With torpedoes, that would go to the Z32, but those are hard to hit. As you can see, we did 97,000 to the Nelson. It does not have that much HP, but because it heals that much, heals so much because it does have the super heal and will use it. The Baltimore, the 2 mines did 10k. Otherwise, there was the fire that with 4k. Uh, Flooding for 9k from the mines. So basically 20k from the mines. And then 15k from the fire. No, sorry, 5,000 from the fire. But otherwise, you're mostly fighting destroyers, and you notice that because the enemies or our allies died, we were able to gain back our HP. But honestly, it's not a good tactic. But we took 52k damage. Our 20k HP ship took 52k damage because all our allies died so quickly. So we lost firepower really quickly, and we became the firepower, and that's why we ended up being able to do 285,000 damage, 89,000 with guns, 32k with torpedoes, 66k with our mines, and another 97k through the floodings and fires. And because we're just using grays, it's only 300k credits. We didn't have any modifiers other than the daily win bonus for 4k experience. So if you're doing well, once you get used to this up, so you can get up there, you know where you're to hit, know when to use the smoke, know what to shoot, focus the destroyers, that sort of thing. Then you can start throwing on your greens or your blue boosters if you are grinding through the mass. If you have Z39, this is a decent op for Z39 to use as a premium. T61. T61 is another good ship. If you have her, the T61, Z39 are both good for getting credits. The other ships on the Z33, Z34, Z38, these all have reduced credit, so maintenance. So on the detailed report, actually no, they do not. They have the same service. They're just a reskinned Z31 that you can just put any captain on, so they don't have a reduced service cost. You just get to put any captain on there. That's it. That's what those rentals are. Anyways, if you have any questions or comments about this op, go ahead and put that in the comment section below. I look forward to reading and responding to your comments. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more operations videos, go ahead and click that subscribe button so you get a notification. It's only if you want to, because I can't make you since I'm not your mother. I do, however, hope to see you again next week when we are going back to our normal operations. Or I think that'll be this weekend. I hope you've enjoyed that I've put out so many videos this week. This is what happens when we have an operations focused patch. That's it. I do hope to see you next video. Have a good one.